Hey guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing some hand embroidery stitches, and last week we did some hand sewing stitches, and this week I wanted to show you some stitches that you can use in your hand embroidery. And if you're new, I'll kind of give you the basics here. If you're new to hand embroidery, you might not know about some of these supplies or how to get started or whatever. You'll need a little embroidery hoop here, and or however big. This is just a small one for the demonstration that I'm going to do. These come in different sizes, 12, 14, 16 inch, and then down to, I think you might be able to even get them a little bit smaller than this one. I believe this is a 4 inch. But anyway, I've got my embroidery needle back here already threaded with the, this is DMC hand embroidery floss. You can get this at Walmart, hobby stores, wherever. And it's a 6 strand floss, and you can separate these strands out, and you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or all 6. I usually use 2. Is generally what I use. Sometimes I'll use more if I want something to be a little chunkier or whatever. But I just have an old piece of a sheet here, and I'll go ahead and get started. This embroidery hoop has a little screw here. You just loosen that up, and then you're going to take your inside piece there, and you want to put your cloth over that inside piece, and then you're going to, usually what I do is I slide this outer hoop onto this inner hoop, and before I get it all the way down and pushed all the way down, I tighten this just a little bit and make it pretty snug. And then when I push this on down, you can see there how it tightens that cloth in there. And that's what you want. And then you can give it another little twist or two, and you're ready to go. So the first stitch that I'm going to show you today is the stem stitch. And you can use this stitch quite a bit for outlining things in your embroidery. We'll get started here with, we've got to knot the thread here. This is a quilter's knot. Just wrap the thread 3 or 4 times around that needle and hold those loops on. Pull your needle through, your thread through, and gives you a good little knot there, and you're ready to get started. Now I'm left-handed, remember, so I'm going to start over here. Okay. Now you can hold your thread above or below your where you're making your stitches. Then you're going to come out here from where your thread came up, right here. I'm going to go out here a little way, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. Now usually I'll make these a little bit smaller, but for the video, so that you can see, I'm going to come out here about a 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to go back halfway in this gap here, okay? About halfway there, and I'm going to come up like that, okay? So you can see what that looks like. Now holding my thread down here, go out here about another 1/4 of an inch, come up about halfway here, push that thread through, I've got a cat over here that is wanting some attention. Okay, and then we're going to come out here, do the same thing. Okay, now let's do one more of these bigger stitches. You can kind of see there how that's made. And sometimes you might want your stitches to be that big, but now I'm going to make these stitches a little smaller, okay? So I'm not going out there quite as far. Make them a little bit closer. so you can see what a neat little outline that would make. Hand embroidery is something that I really enjoy, and I want to do some on camera with you guys. And when I get through a few of these stitches, I'll come back and embroider something with you guys. Okay, so there is that stitch. Now to finish off, I just come out here to the end of where this stitch came out, and I'll just go right back down there, come out to the back there, just like that. Then you can see here the difference in as my stitches got smaller here from about here over. Okay, and now to end this off, I'm just going to make a loop, pick up just a couple of threads of that cloth, and then just pull through, and that forms a good little knot that's not going to come loose. And so there is that stitch. Okay guys, so Oliver decided that he wanted some pettings, and so this is Oliver. Hey Oliver, look up here. There's Oliver. This is my buddy right here. He has to come into the sewing room with me and hang out with me, don't you, Oliver? Yeah, this is my buddy. I've had him since, I tell him he was this big, because I could hold him in the palm of my hand. But you can see there, I certainly can't hold him in the palm of my hand now. He's a big boy. But he is my buddy. So anyway, I just wanted to introduce you guys to Oliver. Say bye-bye, Oliver. Say bye-bye, Oliver. There he goes, bye-bye. Now the next one that I'm going to work on is going to be the chain stitch. We're going to come up on this side this time, and my loop is going to go this way with my thread. I'm looping around this way, and I'm going to, right here where this thread came out, I'm going to go right back down. And again, I'm going to make these a little bigger than what I normally would, so that you can see on the video here. Okay, and then you can see this thread here. This thread is on the inside of your loop. Okay, make that loop again with your thread. Then you are going to go right back down inside this little loop here, where this thread came out. Go right back down, come out about the same length as you did this first stitch, push through, and that forms your chain stitch. And this is another good little stitch to use to outline with. You can also use this as a filling stitch to fill spaces of flower petals, leaves, or whatever. Just get creative with it. And so now I'll go just a little bit smaller here and show you what it looks like. These are so relaxing to me to do these little stitches. It's just something I really enjoy. Listen to a podcast or a favorite TV show, some music or something, and stitch away. Okay, and then to end this off now, you can see here first though the difference between the bigger stitches and then the smaller over here, and you can see how it looks on the back there. Okay, now where your stitch come out inside the loop, you're going to go just to the outside of this little loop and take a stitch, take your needle down, and that ends off your little chain stitch. Alrighty. Now, if your thread gets tangled, lift your embroidery hoop up and just let your needle dangle down, and it will untwist. Okay, again, take end that off. Okay, now instead of cutting the thread, I'm just going to go, let's see, we're going to do a French knot now. So let's come up down here. Okay, now I'm going to wrap my thread. I'm going to hold this thread here. Okay, I'm going to wrap toward myself. Okay, 3 times. 3 on there. Right where your thread come out, you want to go right back down with your needle. Okay, and then holding this, you don't want to hold it tight, but hold it kind of firmly there to where that your thread that you've wrapped around that needle won't untwist. Just pull your thread through there, and that forms your little French knot. Okay, so let's do a few more of these. These are good for the centers of flowers, or you can fill a center in with like several of them. I've even seen trees like cherry trees and things that people do. They do those French knots in like pink and white, and it is absolutely beautiful. I know it takes a while. I've never done one like that, but it would be beautiful. Okay, so let's do a few more. That thread comes up. Hold your thread, wrap it 3 times. Now, if you want a smaller French knot, you can wrap the thread a couple of times. And there you go. Let's do a few more. 1, 2, 3. Go down right there where that thread came up. And pull. So there you go. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed meeting my Oliver. I'll probably bring him back on from time to time and let him say hello to you guys. So until next time, you guys take it easy and enjoy your stitching, and I'll catch you in the next one.